strap on your jetpack and load up your weird space laser pistol thingy because the Guardians of the Galaxy are back for another raucous adventure in space. The sequel to 2014 superhero space comedy is pretty much everything you could ask for. It's bombastic, packed with memorable characters, and has plenty of adorable baby Groot scenes. We've been to see it and I've come up with some reasons that you need to get yourselves down to the cinema immediately to check it out. But before we get into those, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you love comics, TV, movies, anime, and wrestling like us, you'll get videos for each one every day of the week, so don't miss out. Alright, sit back, relax, because here comes 5 reasons you need to go and see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'm hooked on a feeling, ba 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 ba.
Do you need a hug? No, I do not.
If friends are the family we choose for ourselves, then the Guardians of the Galaxy have chosen a pretty awesome clan. They're a group of outcasts who find each other, and honestly, it's quite heartwarming to see them band together to become a real family. Whereas Guardians 1 was really focused on Peter, Quill, and Gamora, Guardians 2 gives the other characters a lot more screen time and explores the complex relationships between the most dysfunctional family in the galaxy, the Bakers not included.
Welcome to the family, son.
We finally learn more about the history between Gamora and her adopted sister Nebula, which contains enough tension and drama to fill a Jerry Springer special. Drax made a name for himself in the first movie for being completely dense when it came to social interaction, and luckily for him, Mantis, having been raised mostly in isolation, is very similar, and their relationship is really fun to see come to life on the screen. Yondu and the Ravagers show that while there may not exactly be honor amongst thieves, there's certainly a code. And some honor, but just a little bit. But mostly I just enjoyed getting to know these characters better. After all, Guardians 3's been confirmed.
You feel love?
Yeah, I feel a general unselfish love for just about everybody.
No, sexual love.
No, I don't.
For her.
One of the most pleasant surprises from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 was Mantis, a brand new character played by actress Pom Klementieff. Great name. Pom. The Guardians meet Mantis when they encounter Ego, played by Snake Plissken himself, Kurt Russell. While she doesn't get too involved with the more bombastic moments in the movie, she's very much the emotional heart of the film, mostly because she's an empath. For those not familiar with the character, Mantis is able to feel the emotions of whoever she touches, and can even manipulate them to a certain extent. However, Mantis has actually never had any social interactions with anyone outside of Ego, which means many emotions are alien to her. Naturally, when she meets the Guardians of the Galaxy, she's treated to a veritable buffet of weird social dynamics. There's a charming naivety to her, and she actually reminded me a little of Lilu from Fifth Element. While I won't spoil exactly what happens in the movie, Mantis' role actually turns out to be pretty important to the story of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. With that and her childlike naivety, she quickly became a favourite for me, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna love her too. Great work, Pom. Great name. Pom.
Try again.
I am Groot.
Mm-hmm.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I'm Groot.
I like to think of myself as a level-headed individual, but when it comes to baby Groot, he makes me go, oh my god, he's so cute, it makes me want to die. Flashback to Guardians 1, where Groot sacrifices himself to save his friends from being squished by Ronan the Accuser's ship, in a scene that's still kinda difficult for me to watch. Luckily, a sapling from Groot, a Grootling, is saved and planted. Baby Groot is evidence that good things come in small packages. In Guardians 2, he's a talking baby tree the size of a coffee cup, and oh my god, he's just adorable! He's got these big brown eyes and squeaky voice, and he just behaves like a kid. He's constantly given important life-saving tasks, and he can't understand what he has to do, and you can't even be mad at him because he's so cute. Baby Groot steals every scene he's in, and I hate myself for how much I love him.
After all these years, I've found you.
And who the hell are you?
As Marvel's cinematic universe continues to grow, we've come to expect tantalizing teasers in each of the movies hinting at what's coming next. And while Guardians of the Galaxy is full of these, what it's pointing to is something unexpected. Of course, we won't spoil these teasers, but what the breadcrumb trail looks to be leading to is something that fans have theorized and look forward to for a while now. The first Guardians opened the door to a corner of the Marvel universe that Captain America, Iron Man, and the gang never even considered venturing into.
Space!
The first Guardians movie introduced a whole bunch of cosmic Marvel lore, and while it has primarily focused on exploring this through the Guardians of the Galaxy, it looks like this could be set to change in the future. There's a whole lot of setup for characters that are historically important to the cosmic stuff in comics, and it'd be mad to introduce these without actually exploring them further, perhaps as part of more Guardians movies, or maybe some spin-offs. While Marvel has been setting up an impending clash with Thanos for some time now, we all know that when all is said and done, he'll be lying at the feet of the Avengers, which begs the question, what comes next? Well, there's one villain that could prove to be an even greater threat than Thanos, Galactus. And we all know he's hanging around in space too. I know, Galactus is technically tied to the Fantastic Four, and Marvel/Disney don't have the rights to those characters for movies. But let's not forget, there was a time when we thought that Spider-Man would never make it into the Avengers, and look at us now.
Hey everyone.
There's also a hint at another major Marvel villain that likes to hang about in space, but we'll let you figure that one out for yourself.
No, we're family.
The soundtrack for the first Guardians movie was a certified banger, and Volume 2 is no different. Awesome Mix Volume 1 kicked off with Hooked on a Feelin' by Blue Swede, slowed down a little with 10cc's I'm Not in Love, before ending with drunken sing-along staple Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell. I've had this playlist on loop for about 3 years, so thank goodness Awesome Mix Volume 2 is here. I need some more top tunes. The movie kicks off with Mr. Blue Sky by Electric Light Orchestra, before hitting the high notes of My Sweet Lord by George Harrison, and then Curveball throws in some Cheap Trick. The highlight for me, though, was the best use of The Chain by Fleetwood Mac, since the BBC used it on their Formula 1 coverage. And that's just top British representation. Last week, hot on the heels of the new Last Jedi trailer, we gave you 5 theories that we are completely and totally invested in. And then, what we decided to do, perhaps mistakenly, is look at the comments.
It's never a mistake. We love our fans.
Never a mistake, we love you.
On YouTube, Paul Doob, or is it Paul Doobie?
Doobie or not Doobie? That is the question.
My theory, he's got 3 theories broken down, bullet points. Number 1, Snoke is former Jedi Master Sifo Dyas. Maybe. Number 2, Rey is indeed Luke's daughter.
Indeed.
Indeed. Number 3, Anakin will show himself to both Ben Solo and Rey Skywalker, and they will create a new Grey Jedi Order and return to its original intent.
That just sounds like they're going to have some kind of weird orgy. Anyway, also on YouTube, TS87, some kind of robot from Star Wars.
Cyberdyne Systems.
I think Rey and Snoke are related, maybe father and daughter. That Snoke quote in The Force Awakens, "There has been an awakening, have you felt it?" could mean that Snoke has a connection with Rey.
Or it could mean he had a really gnarly curry and is feeling it in his tummies.
Stop this.
Final comment comes from hot video game website and entertainment website, GameSpot.com. Boardsport311 says, click for an article, not a video. Big play button there, buddy.
Just doing our jobs.
Video.
Anyway, thank you again for watching this week's video, and if you want to come find us, we're on Twitter.
At Tamoor H.
At Lucy James Games. We'll see you next week for some more shenanigans.
There's plenty of articles there too as well.
Yeah, that's true.